niya na mas okay na hanapin mo muna yung mainit. Kasi yun ang isa sa mga instructions palagi ng coaches natin. Pag may teammates ka na mainit, sila muna. Pag naubos yun, darating yung time mo.
Second half is here. Coach Jerson shaking things up, inserting Postanes to start the second half for EAC along with Pinal, Oftana, Bakud, and Bagay. Red Lions on the other hand. No changes in terms of the starters for Coach Yuri, going with Songkuya, Puno, Andrada, Kalimag, and Benny Estacio. So we'll see what will happen here. Coach Jerson naghahanap na ng tamang kombinasyon sa court. Yung mga players na gagana against San Beda. They go to Jumel Puno.
I like what I'm seeing with EAC. Mas aggressive sila ngayon sa depensa. Kung titignan mo, grabe yung nagiging pressure nila sa may bola. Pati sa off the ball. Grabe yung denials nila. Pero yan yung mga dapat nilang ingatan. Iwasan nila yung mga unforced turnover na magbibigay sa San Beda ng bola ulit. Kasi kailangan nila every possession.
That is the 6th turnover nitong EAC. Not much. Pero tama ka. Yung turnover na yun, may impact sa kanila yun. Kasi nakastop na sila, naka-rebound na. Hindi lang sila nakatira sa kabila. Kenny Estacio is being pressured here by Kinal. You're right. EAC tightening the screws defensively to begin the second half. Good sequence for the Generals. So 2 straight plays, maganda yung dinipensa nila.
And kung titignan mo dun sa last 6 seconds ng shot clock after that ball screen, normally, general rule yan sa lahat ng team na pag mababa na yung shot clock, may ball screen, switch nyo na. Di bale na, tapos mag-adjust na lang tayo kung sino man yung pwede mag-rotate and mag-help. And naging effective yun with regards to EAC on that play.
Bakud. EAC is going to be an important start to the third for them as they try to inch away. Oftana. Inilabas pa. 3 to shoot. Bakud takes it. Oh, and Bakud knocks it down. Not really known as a shooter, itong si Jet Bakud. But he bailed him out that time.
Pero kailangan ng EAC yung basket na yun, paubos na yung shot clock nila. Kung hindi nila na-shoot yun, mas lalong dudugo. At syempre, nakashoot pa yung San Beda ngayon. Mabuti na lang at nakakonvert sila dun sa offense na yun.
Well, Marofdana coming up short on that attempt.
And again, that came from a first pass and then a shot. So masyado pang maaga yun para dun sa shot clock na yun and sa possession na yun.
Jomel Puno. Yukyan again, just made a basket earlier. Kalimag, pull-up jumper. Around and out. And here comes Postanes. Bagong mukha para sa EAC. Dito sa ating second half. Nico Kinal, still quiet in this ballgame. He's got the 6'6" Yukyan Andrada on him. Kinal will dance. Nico Kinal, pull-up jumper. So no ball execution or no ball movement para dito sa EAC. Kenny Estacio now against the center. Jet Bakud. Penny runs into Bakud.
Napakagandang depensa ni Bakud.
Now Puno is being pressured. Foul.
Sayang. 4 seconds left on the shot clock and yung mga unnecessary na mga konting tapik-tapik na minsan sinasabi natin sa coach na coach, bola. Pero binigyan mo ng chance yung referee na tawagan ka ng foul. Imagine mo yung pinaghirapan nyo ng 20 seconds na pre-measure tapos pa-foulin mo with 4 seconds left. Masakit yun para sa teammates mo, especially yung mga nagtatrabaho.
That's right. Dapat dun. Apat na lang. Honest na.
Konting tiyaga na lang. Tiisin mo na yan. Disiplina muna.
Yeah. Si Kalimag has gotten a good chunk of minutes at the 2. AJ Royo now. He's got Oftana on the switch. Songkuya goes high-low with Yukyan, who's laser up in it.
Gusto ko lang sabihin sa'yo, Martin, na yung mga ganong klaseng layup, specialty ng kuya niya yun. Pinanunood ko kagabi yung replay ng mga games before. And grabe yung tuwa ako nung nakita ko si Yukyan ginagawa yung mga ganong moves. And now, Yuki doing the same thing.
That's right. Kalimag! Wala pa rin para kay RC Kalimag is still cold from the outside. And now at the dead ball, ipasa natin sa ating courtside reporter with a second half update. Nandito si Mikay Mindanao. Mikay.
widen up our defense. Ito ang ini-emphasize ni Coach Gerson Cabeltes sa Generals. At ang sabi niya nga na huwag kayong magkanya-kanya dahil hindi tayo mananalo while playing selfish basketball. Kailangan hanapin yung rhythm ng team in offense and most especially in defense. Coming in the third quarter, the Generals are ready to be more aggressive and show why they deserve to be in the Final Four column. Abangan natin how they would try to get their momentum back, Martin and Prince.
Thank you so much, Mikay. It is now a 23-point lead. Just for San Beda.
Yes, and everything Beda's doing now is going according to their way. Kumbaga, kung meron kang coach na hihingi sa mga players na bigyan nyo ko ng isang magandang laro, sundin lang natin. Ito na yun.
Let's go first to a quick break.
Hello mga kapuso, this is Glycel Galpo at ngayong araw ay nandito tayo sa Jose Rizal University sa Mandaluyong to witness their pep rally as a show of support for the JRU Bombers. Kaya naman tara at samahan niyo ako.
Lahat maganda yung presentasyon ng mga bawat atleta, no? Pero ang
Continuing our coverage of NCAA Season 100, Yukian Andrada with a couple of baskets here in the second half. Actually, 3 baskets. One from inside the arc, long 2 dito sa loob at yung pangatlo to give them their biggest lead from the outside. 23-point lead for San Beda so far, 55-32. And their team captain, Yukian Andrada, now has 14 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 4 assists.
Gusto lang ipakita ni Yuki na, ito yung mga range no ha. Tingnan nyo maigi. Pwede ako sa loob, pwede ako sa perimeter sa malapit, pwedeng long 2, pwede rin ako sa 3 points. So, paano nyo ako i-stop?
One of the best power forwards that we have in the league as Royo commits the foul. Novi Lucero pumasok na para sa mga general. Let's see if this will spark a change for Coach Gerson.
You know, Martin, what I think, dapat pagsabayan nito ni Coach si Otchavo, si Gurtiza, at saka tong si Lucero. Para kahit sino sa kanila pwede mong bigyan ng bola sa maaga pa lang. Baba nila yung bola ng pinakamabilis, tapos atakihin na nila. Huwag na muna sila mag-set ng play. Atakihin lang muna nila, kumbaga parang dribble drive. Ubusin na lang natin yung San Beda, and let's hope na tayo naman ang swertein sa ulit.
And they can actually do that in this game because lahat ng ibinato nila sa San Beda hindi gumagana, so they can take some risks.
Yeah, I mean, pwede mong subukan yung mga bagay na hindi normal para sa team mo, di ba? Kumbaga, sige, diskarte na muna kayo, tingnan natin kung paano.
Oh, what a move. Smooth as silk on the finish para dito kay Jomel Puno.
Imagine mo, dalawa yung bantay mo, tapos nagkasya ka dun sa napakasikip na space na meron sa gitna.
7 points for Puno. 25-point lead para sa San Beda. Royo stopping on a dime. Puno off the hezzy. Puno drives. Puno had to adjust. Ito na ang EAC. Trying to manufacture something. Lucero. Lucero attacks. Balik sa kanya dito. 10 to shoot. Novi looking for the clear out. 3 is off.
Matanong kita, Martin, kung ikaw yung teammate ni Lucero na pinaalis niya doon dahil may mismatch sa height na mas mabilis ka tapos tinira sa 3 points, anong masasabi mo doon?
Questionable yung outside shot kasi hindi yun yung strength nito ni Novi Lucero. And he had a much taller defender on him. Look at this finish by Jomel Puno. Taking his defender off the dribble. And he's gotten better at this. Talking about Jomel Puno. Nung nakuha na niya yung kanyang kumpiyansa, lumabas na rin yung laro niya.
Yun yata yung time na kinausap siya ni Coach Yuri at sinabihan sa kanya na huwag mo muna hanapin yung score mo. Okay lang yan, darating yan. Yung mga maliliit na bagay muna. And then came a game na naging aggressive siya nung umpisa pa lang. With his pull-ups, layups, 3-pointers. Doon nag-start talaga yung laro niya after that 20-plus point game niya.
That's right. That's true. Flip out. Oh, that was partially blocked. Harvey on the move. Pagsanhan knew what he wanted to do with the basketball.
Medyo nakasubsob na siya doon, pero diretso pa rin.
Heads up lang ito si Harvey.
Diba? Medyo pasubsob na siya, pero diretso pa rin. Yan yung core strength.
But going back, Lucero, well, if you have a big guy on you and you have the speed advantage,
And meron
you
pang
should
7
utilize
seconds
it.
on the shot clock. I mean, pinaalis mo yung teammate mo. Bakit? For a reason. Kasi meron ko nakitang mismatch na pwede mong i-maximize. Pero kung ititira mo ng ganun sa labas, with the percentage that they have sa 3 points now, parang, di ba?
Oh, Harvey misses. But they get it back. Talking about EAC, so another chance for them. Novi Lucero against Payosing. He still has the basketball. Lucero took that one himself. Looks like he has the freedom right now to create for his team.
And I think yung mga ganyang klase ng play, mas magiging okay yan kung humingi siya ng ball screen para dun sa isang big, which is Mark Lina. And then i-force niya yung switch. Tsaka niya ngayon atakihin with the speed that he has and yung ganong klaseng moves na meron siya. Maximize niya yun.
And it will create a bit of a flow dun sa kanilang opensa as Cortiza misses from the outside. Still struggling itong si King Cortiza. That's only his 6th attempt from the field. Bismarck Lina. AJ Royo now. They swing to Tagle. Tagle is covered. Floater in the lane is going to be off. And Harvey Pagsanhan tracks it down. Harvey now has 10 points. Lone guy in double figures for EAC.
Ayun yung dapat min-maximize nila pag Sanhan using the ball screen from Luciano. And then make sure na kunin niya si Bismarck.
Magandang setup. Hindi lang natapos ni Luciano. But he gets it back. Cortiza. Atake dito. Try to attack the closeout. Instead, he will back up and re-attack. Wala pa rin para kay King.
Naipit lang. Pero nagpatong-patong na itong medyo malas, para dito sa EAC. Kasi kahit yung malalapit, hindi na rin nila maihulog.
This is taking a toll on them now, especially mentally. Talking about the Generals, imagine 24.8 against a team na tinambakan mo nung first round.
Ayan, syempre, maraming salamat sa mga viewers natin na nanonood sa NCAA Season 100. Ayan, binabati ko yung friend natin, si Jazar, at saka si Aisha ng belated happy birthday. And syempre, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Again, exciting games today. Abangan lang po natin yan. Importante itong mga maging susunod na games para sa bawat teams natin.
Eman Tagle bringing this one across. 3 minutes left in the third. Royo, quality minutes at the point. Back to AJ from the outside. AJ, Lina, yes!
Meron pala nun si Bismarck.
Lina showing us the touch.
Akala mo, post-up lang ako, May jump shot din ako sa perimeter.
At 10 puntos na rin para dito kay Bismarck Lina.
Ito na yung nangyari, Maganda sana ang pasa pero nagkatapikan. At ang na-last touch pa, si King Cortiza. Yan yung mga malas na lang. Isipin mo na lang na pwedeng hindi sa kanya tumama.
Bola ng San Beda, pagbalik natin.
Hi mga kapuso! My name is Julia Ong and we are here today at the Lyceum of the Philippines University para makisaya at makigulo sa kanilang pep rally. Kaya tara, samahan niyo ako!
Hataw at walang keme sa pagsayaw, yan ang ipinamalas ng iba't ibang mga atleta mula sa host school ng NCAA.
To the coverage, Smile Cam mula sa side ng EAC, I think. She's part of the EAC Generals Prep Squad and the kids are here watching right now. Look at that. Yeah, maagang basketball influence to para sa kids natin. Smile naman. Yeah.
Narinig ka, Marks. Narinig ka. And syempre, alam nyo guys, kapag nakita kayo dito, tinutukan kayo ng mga cutie cam or ng mga smile cam, dapat ipakita natin yung mga magagandang smile natin habang meron pa tayong magagandang ngipin. Kasi, di ba? Hindi natin alam kung hanggang kailan yan. Smile while you still can.
Okay. Dapat hindi mo i-take advantage. Dapat hindi mo take for granted.
Take for granted yung mga smile natin na magaganda.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for joining us live right now on Heart of Asia and via NCAA Philippines and GMA Sports PH. Patuloy ang aksyon sa second half. It is San Beda in full control. This is the dry spell EAC is experiencing right now. Only one field goal in over 6 minutes for the Generals. Talagang walang nahuhulog, lalong-lalo na dito sa ating second half. Remember, they were limited to only 12 points in the second quarter. Ngayon, 4 na puntos pa lang ang kanilang ini-score.
Talagang nagsastruggle itong EAC pahanapin yung rhythm nila, no? Kasi, again,
Coach Jerson is getting teed up. Yeah, livid on the sidelines itong si Coach Jerson Cabiltes. Ayan, pero patuloy yung argument niya. This time with a different referee.
Martin, banggitin ko lang POV as a player. Siyempre, naglalaro ako ng basketball. Isa sa mga tendency ng coaches is talagang to fight for the boys. And itong nakikita nating emotion from Coach Jerson, normal yan. And malaking bagay yan para sa mga players na naglalaro kasi nakikita nila yung head coach nila na hindi pa nag-give up.
Yeah, naglalaban sila.
Nalaban pa tayo. Pwede pa to, malayo pa yan. Kumbaga, meron pa tayong isang quarter and 2 minutes pa. So, hindi pa to tapos.
Yeah.
Ilalaban natin to hanggang dulo kasi ako, kahit nandito ako sa labas, nilalaban ko kayo. Pakita nyo sa akin na kaya nyo din lumaban.
Yeah. We'll see if that will wake up the Generals here. But there is now a 27-point lead para dito sa San Beda Red Lions. Richie Kalimag checked in for the first time just moments ago. Novi Lucero Luciano ilalapit. Nauna sakat itong si Harvey. Nauna sakat o malayo yung pasa ni Luciano?
Parang parehas nagkasabay kasi it happens. Normally, minsan, lalo na pag peripheral vision mo, nakita mo yung teammate mo doon and gumawa ka ng move. Yun yung muli mong maalala. Ngayon, pag pinasa mo doon pero magsasabay
Look at the bulldozing move neto ni Bismarck Lina. Bigyan natin to against Luciano. Backing down. Clear foul on JC. Axel Dormal back on the court. So 2 shots for Bismarck Lina. 10 points, 3 rebounds. Off the bench today itong si Bismarck in his return.
And I think naging mas effective yun para dito sa San Beda. They started the game looking for yung mga tira from the outside from Tagle. And then after medyo bumuka itong EAC, tsaka ngayon pumasok tong sila Bismarck para atakihin naman yung EAC sa loob.
Yeah. And this is a scary San Beda team. You know, they're just hitting their peak itong San Beda. Now they're clicking from the outside and even dealing damage effectively and consistently mula sa loob.
And Martin, sa lahat ng teams, nakakatakot talaga kapag yung team na kalaban mo may threat both on the inside and on the outside. Yeah. Tapos napakaganda ng sistema. Medyo mahirap kalabanin yun. And in this case, dito sa game na to, medyo disiplinado itong San Beda at hinahanap talaga nila kung saan yung pinakamagandang possible na tira na pwede nilang makuha.
Yeah. Ito ulit, bibigyan nila kay Bismarck. He's got the smaller Luciano on him. He's doubled. Royo attacks. Royo finishes with the offhand.
After getting that double team from the guard, he made sure na ibigay yung bola dun sa pinanggalingan ng double, which led to an open layup.
Stolen by San Beda. 64-35. It's been all San Beda here in the game. Royo need to shoot. AJ sends it out. Songkuya. Tagle! Tira pa rin si Eman Tagle dito sa ating second half. Arvin Magsanhan now sending it out. Gortiza left with space. Wala pa rin.
Alam mo kung anong pinakamagandang description para sa game na to, Martin? Lalo na meron na lang silang natitirang konting games para matapos ng second round. Ito yung statement game nila. Papasok ng Final Four.
Oh. Face-up jumper from Bismarck Lina. He is showing us everything here offensively. And time expires here in the third frame. The defending champions are showing us why they are still the team to beat. Up by 31 against the EAC Generals when we return fourth and final quarter of this game.